Do you feel invaluable if you do not go above and beyond? Or is it just the expectation or the fear that you will not be recognized by others? All right. So, what does going above and beyond looks like? One, being extremely early. Say an individual work begins at 8 a.m. and they're there from as early as 6 a.m. That's really early, not true, right? So even though all of us have different expectations, all right, that's extra early. That's just being really early. All right. Number two, working extra hours for less or without any gain. No, that would mean that I am putting in the extra hours without no personal benefit. So the organization or the institution would be the one that is benefiting more than I am. All right. And what would be the need though for the extra hours? Is it that many tasks on hand? Why I have to need those extra hours? Examine that for yourself. Number three, working on weekends. The weekends are the time to relax from all that activity from Monday to Friday. All right. And this is for persons who would not normally work on weekends. Because I know there are persons whose jobs they extend to the weekend. All right. So a time when you should be relaxing with your family, having your own personal me time, or just having conversation with friends. All right. You're there hustling and bustling on the job. Come on, man. And number four, do task out of your job description. Guys, stick to your job description. So say for example, you're hired to an institution as an electrician. You do your part as an electrician. Here comes the supervisor. Mr. Anderson, could you come and fix this or sort this plumbing issue for us? Just because the supervisor knows that you have some plumbing skills. And here you go now. You do not say to the supervisor, okay, Miss Timbal, that's not a part of my job description, so unfortunately I cannot handle that task. So I want to just take it up and run with it, right? Just because you have like a free time on your hand, or you can do it. Number five, showing up even when you are ill. You're sick. You should be at home trying to be better so that you can offer efficiency and productivity to whatever you do. Here you go. You're gonna work. You're gonna this event. Whatever it is, wherever it is, and you are sick. Number six, switching events within limited periods. So, you know that you have your child's PTA meeting to attend at the school, and it starts at 3 p.m. But yet still, the boss said to you, okay, Miss Williams, the non-profit organization down the road is having an event starting at 3:45 and they need somebody to represent from the organization. Why you can't tell your boss no and tell your boss say you already have something to be done, which is going to your child's PTA? Here you go now. Okay, sir, I'll try my best to attend. And as 3:30 come, you don't hear the nitty-gritty of what is happening in the PTA yet, you know. You jump in your vehicle, you're gone. You're hustling now. You present yourself at the non-profit organization activity. You stay there for half an hour. And here you go now, rushing to get back at your child's PTA before it ends. We need to prioritize. Number 7, accepting phone calls beyond certain hours. No, I know that for persons, especially in the education sector, the school day end either 2:30, 2:45, 3 o'clock, 3:30, depend on the institution. And if it's a shift school, 12 o'clock, 5 o'clock. All right? And that's in the Jamaican setting. No, you reach home, you the home. It's now 5 o'clock. School will call you. Okay, sir, Wilkinson, you have a 15 minutes presentation to do tomorrow for an organization that is coming by the school to see where you are at with the skill area that you're teaching for your children. Where was this information all the time? So, if I have that number saved in my phone, should I answer it? And what will happen if I don't answer the call? Things to think about. And lastly, which is number 8, sacrificing personal and family time. Your personal time means a lot to you. Your family time means a lot to you. Even if you don't have no family, immediate family member, you still have other relatives. And it all depends on whether or not you live with those relatives. And even if you don't live with them, going home, if they are nearby, you could still stop and say, hi grandma, hi mom, how you doing? How was your day? How things went with such an activity that you said you were going to do, XYZ. So, is this you, your family member, your colleague, or your friend? You decide. So, with that in mind, how can going above and beyond affect you and others around you negatively? One, it can be stressful. And stressful to you because you have numerous tasks to deal with. All right, you have deadlines to meet, you have a number of persons to communicate with. All right, and that does not eliminate the responsibilities that you have outside of work. All right, so combining everything can be so stressful, and not only to you but also to others around you, because what if you take up too much within a set period of time and you are not able to fulfill your other responsibilities and obligations? Then it also brings stress on the individuals that you are supposed to be around. all right, and also supposed to help and to do things for as you go, all right. A second impact is that it can lead to burnout, because if every day for the week you are working beyond the call of duty, all right, or you have an event to go here, an event to go there, and they are going beyond the regular time that you planned for or schedule for, because things can happen in between, that throw things off course. All right, but in going above and beyond with your work ethics, that can be a sore point. All right, and when you're burnt out, it's hard for you to function effectively. So you have to consider all the variables in going above and beyond. The next effect is self-care. Because you're giving so much of your time and effort to the job or the task, you don't remember that, all right, you need to take a break, you need to relax. You just keep at it, keep at it like you're an energizer bunny. And even the energizer bunny stop working at some point in time because it's energized by battery. So once that battery finish, that is it for the energizer bunny. So in the case for you, once you overexert yourself and you're tired to the max, it's like not even the job itself to you gives you that buzz again. All right, so you have to take care of yourself. You're not eating right, you're not eating on time, you're not sleeping because you are up all hours a night. You take all your work home, hours a night doing X, Y, Z. So by the morning, you're out of it. And if that continues for an extended period of time, you know what's going to happen. The body is going to break down. All right? And the next effect is resentment. So, because of your will to excel and to exceed all expectations, your co-workers start to resent you, your friends start to resent you, your relatives and your family members start to resent you. So you're now left in a little corner trying to figure out, why is everybody acting? They're not the issue, you're the issue. Because you're not making time for them, you're not doing what you used to do with them, and so it has now become a deep issue. Going above and beyond, that doesn't mean that you can exclude everybody else out of it. You just have to have certain things in place. All right. And with all of these effects or impact that may happen to you, all of this can lead you into depression. And you become depressed, you're in that, and you're thinking, nobody cares about me. And as much as others may resent you, that doesn't mean that they do not love you and care for you. It's just that you need to now look into self and wake up and realize that you have now become so self-driven that you're pushing others away. And if that depression is not dealt with, it may leave permanent scars, not physical scars, but emotional scars. And so all of these things need to be assessed for you to be a more efficient and productive individual for others as well as for yourself. If going above and beyond is impacting you negatively, you can follow these two recommendations. One is to scale down. What do I mean by scale down? Take on less tasks or responsibilities. All right? And in scaling down, include others. All right? Because you are not the only one who can complete certain tasks. You have a project to execute. I am sure there are other members within the organization that you can divide a section of your workload to part A, part B, part C, and let them handle that. And then you review what they have done. If it needs a little bit more fine tuning, then you let them go fine tune it, bring it back to you, and you put all those pieces together. Problem solved. So you alone now have to be burdened down by the task that you have to complete and the deadline that you have to meet in completing that task. There is no shame in saying to somebody, I need help. But when you're going like you're big and you're tough and you know you struggle a little bit, you know, and you know, say, Melissa around here so have the same skills and expertise as you do. But you're just full of yourself and full of pride and you're not even going to say, let me ask Melissa for your 2 cents. No, because the boss give you the task to do, you just feel like say, are you alone and you alone should handle it. That's not always the case. Sometimes these tasks are given to you as well. Your boss is testing you to see if you are a selfish individual or if you know how to be a team player. Because some jobs or tasks requires the effort of a team. And if you take on this task solely, then it proves that you're selfish and self-centered. So scale down when you need to. And the last recommendation is drawing the line. If work ends at 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, park the rest of the work. Stop right there. If you should die now, God forbid, from being so bombarded by the workload that you have, you think that they're going to come for you down at the morgue or come dig you up out of the grave and say, look here, Miss Williams, come finish up this, man. I did for your work this, you know. No. Quick time. They have to find somebody else. So they send out the necessary information where you there at the morgue or 6 feet under. So you see, it is important that you do not give your all to your work. So you have to draw the line where you need to. And also in drawing the line, please let others know what your expectations are. After work hours is after work hours. So whether you're home alone or you're home with your family, do not call me beyond certain hours unless it's a genuine emergency. And you can frankly let them know too, if you're calling me beyond certain hours, As long as I recognize the number, I will not answer it. And for some persons, they are very solid on this. Even if a strange number is calling, they will not answer. And so you have to let people know what your expectations are. Else, when you are dead, you know inside, so you're not managing and coping, and you need a break. You just say it in your mind. But because you don't want to disappoint others, you would rather disappoint yourself and put yourself at harm's way. So you become now emotionally distraught. So till you start wear and tear on your health, know what your intentions are. Have clear expectations. And once you have clear expectations, then you will not fool yourself. So, see you in another video for part 2 of Going Above and Beyond.